Hey there, it's Casey. I'm at TaxSaleAcademy.com and welcome to our weekly tax sale question segment. This week's question came in on YouTube, and I believe it's either Siva or Siva. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I also did notice you were a subscriber, so thank you so much for subscribing. All right, the question. If there is a green space that the county intentionally classified it in such a way that there would not be any development allowed on it, why would that said county auction that land at the tax sale and mislead the investors, whether they are novice or seasoned? How can the governments expect to sell green space to investors when they should not own it? That is a fantastic question, and one that I had myself for many years in this business. So what happens is that when most developers approach the county with a large plot of land that they want to subdivide, they're going to be required by the county's developmental code to provide some sort of green space, some buffers, or other land that they'll set aside. Now, this could just be a strip of grass. Maybe it's a walking trail, a block of woods, or similar, but it's just going to be reserved as unbuildable conservation area indefinitely. It basically acts as a buffer between the development and other land, or it's just a requirement that the area isn't allowed to be clear-cut by the developer or future owners. Other examples of land set aside might be for parks or water retention ponds, utility easements, that kind of stuff. Again, it's set aside and can never be developed. And these properties will be designated specifically for those purposes. The county will mark them as such in public records, and that's going to be bad for that property. Now, in some situations, the county will actually acquire ownership to these properties when the developer is done developing. They'll take them over, maintain them, care for them, that kind of stuff. In other situations, a homeowners association will take these properties over, and the county or city will not charge real estate taxes on them. But in some situations, those same properties will be taxed, and they'll either go under the ownership of the original developer or the homeowners association if there is one. Unfortunately, developers move on to other projects and could care less about previous stuff, and HOA boards do change, things get overlooked, and these types of properties can end up at tax sale. So you have unbuildable land at a tax sale. Now back to the question. If they're at a tax sale and the county knows that they are unbuildable, why would the county even sell it? The answer, in most cases, it's because they have to. They must. The county does not have the ability to decide what they should and should not sell. Instead, they're required to follow state law. If the state law says that a property has delinquent taxes and must be sold after 2 years of delinquent taxes, that's exactly what they do. They follow the steps and they sell it after 2 years, whether it's a house, a church, a mansion, or a 2-foot utility easement that is unbuildable. They have zero discretion in most situations and would actually be violating their fiduciary relationship with the citizens, with the taxpayers of that city or the county, and violating their oath of office if they did not sell those properties, because again, the law requires them to. Now, in a couple of states, there is a process to clear those properties off of the books where the county will acquire ownership. That's a very tedious process that often is not taken advantage of. And again, that's only in a couple of different states. So this is yet another reason to fully understand why it's so important to know exactly what you are doing and how to research properties. Hopefully this helps to answer your question. For those watching, if you are looking to learn more about investing in tax-sheltered real estate, how to buy, sell, and profit from tax liens and tax deeds, check out the links in my video description, including one to our primary site where we offer the most comprehensive tax sale investment training at TaxSaleAcademy.com. Hey, take care, folks. Bye-bye.